Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Zillia, and thank you for joining me as we talk about episode 9 of the A Certain Scientific Railgun T anime series. And it's been a while since I've watched this current season, but I do have to say episode 9 was a fantastic episode with a lot of fun facial expressions, great sound effects, wonderful animation, and it just felt well constructed. It felt like a episode that flowed really positively, while at the same time focusing on a range of different characters and moving the plot steadily forward. So let's start off this video by talking about the dynamic duo of Misaka and Shokuho. I love the two different approaches these two characters took when getting themselves into the building, as you have Misaka on one side being more flashy and more explosive in just using the railgun technique to destroy one of the walls. And I have to say, she's looking mighty fine in that suit. It does fit her nicely. Plus, it also has some magical properties because somehow she magically fits into that suit as well. Like, it's just a random suit her size laying around, or is it just anime logic? We don't know. It doesn't tell us. But with a show that is consistent and has magic prevalent within it, surely a suit that shrinks down to your size is not out of the unordinary. One highlight for me from Misaka's approach and character in this episode, apart from the suit, was the brightness change on screen while she is wearing her sunglasses, preparing the railgun technique. This was a very small visual detail, but I absolutely loved it because it showed great detail and great sort of attention to detail and care when doing the episode. It felt like we were watching the railgun from Misaka's perspective, and I loved that a lot. It would kind of be similar to watching Shokuho sort of perspective, just having like a star on the screen and the rest of the screen blacked out. Don't know if that's how a vision works really, but moving on. Where on the other hand you have Misaki Shokuho displaying her planning skills that she had already laid out beforehand. She already has men within the building under her control, making it easier and more efficient to infiltrate and search for the man thereafter, which is Gensai Sekihara. Like I said, these are two very different approaches, but they both play to each character's personality and strengths really well. As well as the fact is, this segment also helps showcases just how curious, or cautious I should say, and safe Gensai Sekihara actually is in creating a double to trick our heroes into basically thinking that they've captured him when he's in a different place. Personally, I like this from the character. This character trait makes him seem more viable as a villain and antagonist. Something a lot more compelling than just someone who's evil. He's also smart and methodical and thinks ahead and plans greatly. The other villain of this series, Minori, was super creepy, and I just can't wait to see where they take this character in the future. But honestly, I just get my skin crawls when I see the character and using her ability, because the voice acting fits perfectly with it. I know she's using a voice changer, but oh my god, give me more. And hopefully, I do think we are going to see Shirai versus Minori, but I would really like to see just her in action and see what she can actually accomplish, because it looks like she was in a position to actually kill Saturn in this episode. She just didn't go through with it because of plot armor, I suppose. Now the next duo I want to talk about is Uiharu and Kuroko. This seemed like a very light-hearted segment to the episode with a creepy undertone to the dialogue in the conversation with the desk worker, as that female character talks about her speculations that there may be a conspiracy to take people from the reinforcements section and then use the cover of, oh, they died, in order to avoid any problems occurring as a procedure. And there have also been rumours going around that patients have suddenly gone missing in the past without any explanation, so that's why this desk worker actually has this kind of speculative and this thought within her mind. I quite liked it because, again, it's a nice light-hearted segment to the episode, making a bit of a dark undertone with it, while also hinting at a character in the future that could come in who has a lot of influence. Because in order to do this, you would need to have a lot of influence to be able to just create a fake death and have someone, you know, work for you that's meant to be supposedly dead on record but still alive in the present. I loved this segment for another reason, however. Another reason why I loved it was the expressions on Kuroko's face, and obviously that hint about there being a person in a higher ranked position to be able to orchestrate a situation like this. Going back to Kuroko's expressions though, I loved the face that she pulled when she was like, I'm not buying this, and the face where she's trying to hide her feelings towards Makoto Misaka despite her not having her memories fully back. Overall, her involvement in this episode really helped me to improve my view on Kuroko as a character. I actually like her more now after watching this episode than I did before watching it. So that to me is a good thing. The stuff with Saturn was really entertaining, but you have to admit she is a bit of a troublemaker. She has a knack for getting herself into troublesome situations that are more often than not life-threatening. I thought her interactions with Toma was really sweet and wholesome. You know, she values her good luck charm, and she knows the special meaning behind it all and the story and everything that goes along with it. She knows that has incredible value to her. That's why she was hesitant about giving it to him at the start. But she sees Toma struggling and pushing forward, and it may remind her of herself back in a level upper arc, you know, wanting to be of help to someone even if it only gets a small result. And of course with Toma, he's trying to help his class out to get as much points as possible, even if it's only just that 1 point for completing all the stuff on there. So she kind of goes up to him and says, look, I'll help you out, but this is special to me, so can you please look after it? She's kind enough to let help a stranger out, and again, I really did like that. An acknowledgement from Toma about not touching it with his right hand. What a brilliant detail that they implemented and kept into the episode, which I really did enjoy. Because it's something that can often be forgotten when making an episode, that Toma's right hand can dispel things like good luck and other sort of magical properties and stuff. So I like they kept that in. Back to Saturn getting in trouble, the part of the episode where this occurred, it was quite refreshing to see a villain that did not want to kill someone just because they saw their face or discovered their location. And the character that saves Saturn's life has a really nice design, and I like her voice acting. I think it fits the character quite nicely, but the character itself did remind me a bit of Yumi Kawa from Anti-Skill, as this antagonist also mentions something about needing to protect someone close to them. Who that someone is, we'll have to wait and find out, but I'm still intrigued to see who that person actually is. When I say look similar to Yumi Kawa, I kind of say that their appearance is slightly similar. Different hair colour, but just kind of sort of same hairstyles and same sort of vibe I get. Overall though, I thought this episode was well created and had a lot of amazing attention to detail. Some beautiful animation, music and sound effects were brilliant and helped me enjoy the episode a lot more. With all of this combined, it helped boost the episode from a good episode to a great episode. And honestly, I can't wait to see how they move each character while moving forward. And each character in this episode contributed to the episode, making it more entertaining. So yeah, overall, a solid episode. You might think not a lot happened, but you could tell the episode had quite a lot of attention and a lot of care put into it. So for that, I do have to say thank you to those who created it, because it was absolutely fun to watch. Now, of course, those are just my opinions. You might think a bit differently, so let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And obviously, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new for more index-related content on a weekly basis, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Arigato, matane, goodbye.